I'm very excited because the other day I finally had a goal that I believe has been around 7 or 8 years, and I finally achieved it. So, and what that was is donating blood. And going back about 8 years ago, I went to donate blood, and at the time my blood pressure was too high. And they told me I had to see a doctor because it was really high. So I went to see the doctor, and after talking with him for a brief time, he was prescribing a medication for me, and I said, yes, I know that's an option, but just tell me what it is that creates the blood pressure and I'll see what I can do. And at the time it was stress, it was carrying extra weight, it was not enough exercise, and cholesterol. So he did some tests, and I said, give me a week and I'll see what I can do. So I went away in that week, and there were some really significant decisions I had to make at that time to do with relationship, to do with business. So I made them decisions and I talked to the people about them. I also upped my exercise. I was already exercising, so I just upped it a bit. And then worked at ways to relax, which is, as you know, I did some tapping around what the pressures and that were. I went back the next week and my blood pressure was lower, so I was very excited, and he checked the cholesterol, he had the results for that, and that was fine. So I said, okay, give me another week and I'll see how much lower I can get it. So I did that, and when I went back it was lower again, and he gave me another couple of weeks, lower again. And then it got to the point where I didn't need the medication. It was still higher, but I still had to work on lowering it. And in the end, he was asking me what I was doing, because he was on blood pressure medication, and it was the highest blood pressure medication you could be on, and his blood pressure still wasn't lowering. So he wanted to know what it was that I was doing, enabling me to get my blood pressure down. So anyway, that was, as I said, back about 8 years ago, and as you know, life gets in the way and things get on, and I hadn't got back to donate again. And just recently I went to presented a health and wellbeing expo, and there was someone doing blood pressure, so I volunteered to do my blood pressure, and it was low, and it triggered, hey, I can go donate blood again. So I was very excited to actually be able to get in there and donate blood, and it was a very simple process, and it's just wonderful to give. And when I was leaving, she said, you've just saved 3 lives. And for me, that is so exciting, to be able to help out like that. And giving blood for me is still in alignment with my belief system, because blood is normally about trauma and blood transfusion. And, when we do get banged up in accidents and things that go wrong, I like that we can have the blood transfusion and make people well again. So if there's anything that you can do to give back that makes you feel better and also helps out other people, it's just a wonderful thing to do. So maybe you can find what it is you can give back to.